Hi everyone, I'm just in the middle of doing something here and I thought maybe I should make a little video about it, just show you what I'm up to. It's nothing complex. This is a lot of scrap dichro. Most of it is clear on black and it has been fused previously. So these are all offcuts from slabs of dichro that I've made and then cut up to make cabochons. So what I'm doing is I've got all of these. Some of them I've used my I can never remember the name of it. Anyway, my pliers and chopped them up into little bits. And, excuse me, I hope I don't make you motion sick here. What I'm going to do, or what I am doing, is I'm putting them all into this little dammed up area here. I'm going to lay them so they're all facing up. Then I'm going to take some black frit, fill in around them to a point, and then probably put some clear chips over the top of that. Then I'll fuse that and hopefully I'll have a full slab good enough to be able to cut up into pieces for cabochons. I apologise for this wobbling around, but just quickly, I make slabs of dichro and then I cut that up, and sometimes I just put it straight back in the kiln and I fuse it into oval shapes, round shapes for cabochons. Sometimes I actually hand cut it, which I've talked about before in other videos. So I end up with a lot of little bits of dichro, just really little bits after I've cut things out of that slab. Sorry if I keep moving this around. And if I can keep this steady enough, I'll show you some slabs. Those shelves are where all of my stuff stays. So for example, this one here, and I'll just put it so you can get the light. That one there is just more greeny blue, and that's black, or should say clear on black. And that has been capped, by the way. That's another one, slab like that, bigger piece. That was a failure, too dark. Another blue, a lot of blue in this because it tends to shift towards the blue end of the spectrum when you fire it. This one is a bit of a test. It's, of course I've ground the top of that, it's hard to see, but it's a strip of pink and a couple of other colours, and I've sort of marked it out where I'm going to cut it up. So it's that sort of thing. That one there I think is going to be nice, but you can't really see it. I really need to wet the top of it. Tried things like that. Actually makes nice pendants, that one. You cut it up so it uses both the, you can just see it there, the blue and the pink together work well. So you get a two-toned little pendant, I should say. What else? This one again is a big mix. Getting the colours the big thing. That one is done by small pieces of dichro on clear, all stacked on top of black and then fused together. Anyway, that should give you an idea, and that's why I end up with a lot of offcuts. So that's why I'm doing this, and hopefully all those little bits will end up as something that I can reuse. You know, dichro isn't that cheap, so we try and save as much as we can. Anyway, it's going to take me a little while to lay all this up. Then I'll put some black frit on. I'll try and show you that. Then some clear, and I'll get it in the kiln. So that's it. Got it all laid up. So what I'm going to do now is get some of that fine black powder and fill in all the gaps. Okay, I put some black frit on there and try to work it all the way down so it didn't cover the dichro. I was just going to put clear on this, but I have some fines. This is from ground dichro on clear. I'm going to put some of that on top, then I'm going to put some plain clear on top of that. By the way, haven't done this before, so we'll find out how it works out. It's all done. Let's get it in the kiln. Okay, please excuse the noise in the background. There's a couple of things happening here today. It's all fused up. it's turned out nice. Has a few surprises. First time I've done this in this particular way, so it hasn't turned out quite as expected. Not sure whether you're familiar. If you've got ground edges of glass and you try and fuse them, you'll often end up with micro bubbles. And they show up as like a little veil through the glass. And I do have that. I thought I'd put black frit up against most of them, but I do have little veils. I sort of see them there as slightly grey areas. So unfortunately, they will get in the way. I'll have to cut around them. The back looks really terrible, but that's fine. That'll be ground off. I did miss quite a few areas with that black frit. But again, I'm going to selectively cut this, so I'll cut around those. There are some nice areas in there, so I think it's going to work out well. Get some nice cabs out of that. Unfortunately, there will be, because of the veils on that, I'll have quite a bit of scrap left over still. But somewhere along the line, I'll use them for something. Anyway, don't forget, there'll be a couple of suggested videos up there. Don't forget, subscribe if you want to. And until the next time, I'll say bye for now.